Hi guys, Mrs. McLeod here. Claire and I were just getting ready to share one of our favorite fairy tales and thought you might enjoy hearing this story as well. We're going to be reading Goldilocks. Goldilocks by Ruth Sanderson. Goldilocks by Ruth Sanderson. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears that lived in a little stone cottage deep in the woods. A great big papa bear, a middle-sized mama bear, and a wee little baby bear. Every morning the bears took a walk while their porridge was cooling off. One day while the bears were still on their walk, a visitor arrived at their house. Her name was Goldilocks. Goldilocks loved to pick blueberries. That morning she wandered from bush to bush to bush. Before she knew it, she was standing in front of a cottage she had never seen before. She wondered who lived there and knocked on the door. When no one answered, Goldilocks forgot her manners and walked right in. If you know the story of Goldilocks, predict what will happen next. Goldilocks smelled the bear's porridge and rushed over to the table. She was very hungry. First, she tasted the porridge in the great big bowl, but it was too hot. Then she tasted the porridge in the middle-sized bowl, but it was too cold. Finally, she tasted the porridge in the wee little bowl, and it was just right. Goldilocks ate up every bite. I love how the author used transition words. First, then, finally. Across the room, Goldilocks saw 3 chairs in front of a cozy fireplace. First, she tried to sit on the biggest chair, but it was too high. Then she tried to sit in the middle-sized chair, but it was too wide. Finally, she sat in the wee little chair, and it was just right. But Goldilocks rocked so hard the chair broke into pieces. Goldilocks began to feel tired after all of her adventures. First, she climbed in the biggest bed, but it was too hard. Then she climbed in the middle-sized bed, but it was too soft. Finally, she climbed in the wee little bed, and it was just right. Goldilocks pulled the quilt up to her chin and fell fast asleep. Goldilocks is now asleep in the wee little bed. What do you think will happen next? When the 3 bears returned home and found their front door wide open, they ran inside. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Papa Bear in his great, big voice. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. "Someone's been tasting my porridge," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. "And it's all tasted away." The 3 bears discovered a mess across the room. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear in his great big voice. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. "And it's broken all to pieces." The 3 bears peeked into the bedroom to see what else they'd find. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Papa Bear with a great big growl. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Mama Bear with a middle-sized growl. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," said Baby Bear with a wee little growl. "And there she is!" At the sound of Baby Bear's shrill voice, Goldilocks woke up with a start. She was so afraid she could not speak. "Can I keep her?" said the baby bear. "No, dear," said Mama Bear, "but you can keep an eye on her while she makes up the beds." Baby Bear played with his blocks while Goldilocks straightened up the quilts. Then she followed Baby Bear to the other room, where Mama Bear was weaving a new seat for his chair. "May I help?" asked Goldilocks. Mama Bear smiled at Goldilocks, handed her some canes, and showed her how to weave them in and out. Papa Bear made new legs for the chair, and soon it was good as new. But Baby Bear was not happy. "Blueberries are very good for breakfast," said Goldilocks. "Blueberries are tasty," said Baby Bear in his wee little voice. "But I know something even tastier," said Mama Bear in her middle-sized voice. "And we have all the ingredients," said Papa Bear in his big voice. He smiled a great big toothy bear smile. Mama Bear smiled at Goldilocks too. And Baby Bear smiled a wee little bear smile. "Oh boy," said Baby Bear. What are the ingredients for their favorite thing to eat?
Blueberry muffins.
"Blueberry muffins!" he cheered. Baby Bear brought a jar of honey to the table. Papa Bear poured the blueberries into a bowl. Mama Bear took out flour, baking soda, salt, milk, butter, and eggs. Papa Bear stirred the ingredients together, spooned the batter into a muffin tin, and popped it in the oven. Mama Bear put the kettle on. Goldilocks helped Baby Bear set the table. And they all had tea and blueberry muffins warm from the oven. The end. I love how the author ends this book with Papa Bear's blueberry muffin recipe. Something you can try at home. Sounds delicious. I miss you. Have a good day.